Hi gamers, I'm Plant and welcome to the Random Potato YouTube channel oh, sorry, 1 second, I'm getting a call. Yeah, sorry, I know it's bad form to answer the phone during it, but what if it's important? I'll get back to the video in just a second, just let me... Hello? Oh, hey, it's been a while, huh? Really, oh my god. Yeah, I'll tell them. Okay, I love you too. Talk to you, well, bye. 2016 just called. I should answer this. Hello? Oh. Yeah, I'll tell them. Okay, well, you stay safe, okay? 2001 just called. They hit the second tower. Stupid bit. Anyways, 2016. 10 years ago. I really hope I release this in 2026 because I'm writing it in 2025 and also recording the VO. Long time ago, huh? 10 years. 2016. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Is any of this anything? What I'm trying to say is that I drew stuff in 2016. I'm gonna draw that stuff again. Oh, whatever. This is too rambly. Cut. Take it from the top. Hi gamers, I'm Plant and welcome to the Random Potato YouTube channel oh, sorry, 1 second, I'm getting a call. So, as you can see, I sketch out everything that I do on, paper, because, I don't know, that's what I like to do. So anyways, this is, the kind of redesign, I guess. And basically I knew that I wanted to, make her clothes inspired by 2015, because that's, or 2016, somewhere around there, because that's about when I made these designs originally. By the way, that says, in the spirit of being 10 years old, I gave her heterochromia. It's what I would have wanted. And it's true. It is what I would have wanted. And then this one is just, redrawing the original design. But anyways, back to the new one. I wanted, the colors that she originally had in there, but I didn't want them to be so aggressive and in your face and also the only thing. So I also knew that I wanted to, make her skin tone darker. I wanted to give them all, different skin tones. Because I think I used the exact same colored pencil for all of them. So anyways, yeah, so like I said, I wanted the same colors from the original design in there, so I gave her, she had split-toned, blue and pink hair, but it's since faded and, grown out and stuff. And then also I wanted the fashion inspired, sorry about the car, the fashion inspired by, 2016. I don't know why she's kind of farm girl. But that's kind of what came up when I looked up 2015 fashion. 'Cause, yeah, I was alive in 2015, but I was also 10. So I don't remember it. And also I wore cringe stuff. So anyways, yeah, I also gave her a bandana. I think it's cute. It definitely also contributes to her looking a little like a farm girl. And then at the bottom, I wanted to do an action pose because, the poses that I did for the original were all the same, boring, just standing there. So, yeah. Okay. This is, yeah. Okay, so again, there's the traditional sketch. So this one I wanted, it's kind of the same, philosophy with redesigns that I did for the other one, where, I wanted to keep some stuff, I wanted to at least somewhat keep the color palette intact. I feel like I did it less for this one, but that's okay. And then I also was gonna give her, like, big, like, what's the word? Like, unfinished hems, because the internet said that was popular in 2016, and then I kind of abandoned that, but that's okay. Yeah, so here's the new one. I wanted to make her hair less gross fucking bright bullshit. And I also, like, I remember that, like, off-the-shoulder shirts were really popular. And then here's another action pose. Sorry about the car again. Thank you. Okay. And, yeah. And then she has Converse, or, like, off-brand Converse. Don't look at the feet. They're kind of gross. I think that for the original design, what I was going for was, like, camo pants, but I don't think I knew how to draw that. So it just kind of looks like weird darker green splotches, but this time I interpreted it as camo pants. I also gave her heterochromia because, again, my 10-year-old self would have wanted it. And also, what's the deal with the color on those shoes, the old ones? Okay, so anyways, here she is. I don't think I like her design as much, but that's okay. So this one, I think, is probably the best original design. And honestly, I didn't really want to change it, because, like, cardigan and a skirt, that's just what I wear. And yeah, so I didn't really change it, but I did want to change the color palette, because all of these color palettes, I only had, like, the skin tone and 2 other colors. So I was like, let's spice up your life. I did, for, like, the redraws, redo, like, I didn't make it all the same shade of, like, the 2 different colors that I used, because that would have been boring. So anyways, yeah, as you can see, I didn't really change the design itself, but I changed the colors. I like her big ponytail, because, like, get it? Ponytail, like a horse, because she's, like, a unicorn. Okay. And yeah, so I'm doing, like, the action pose now. And you can probably see that I'm just kind of color picking from other drawings for the backgrounds, and then just, like, changing the, like, the color of it. So anyways, I like the shading on this a lot, and eagle-eyed viewers might notice that, like, a little strand of the dyed hair makes a little heart on the action pose, because I think that's cute. Okay, so yeah. So this one, I think, is probably the worst of the original designs, and I even knew it back then. This is a point in my life when I just, like, wrote random shit and had the character on the page saying it as, like, my little, like, disclaimer or whatever. And for this one, I wrote, yeah, the color scheme's cruddy, but I'm gonna fix it. I didn't fix it. I never touched these characters again. That's the beauty of being 10, I think. And also, this color scheme's cruddy. This one out of all of them? Hello? Anyways, so she's kind of leaning, oops. I tried to fix it at one point, but it just, like, made the lines, like, not as crisp as I want them to be. It, like, blurred them a little. So she's stuck leaning. She's also a little smaller than the other characters, like, on the canvas. Oops. I don't know. So anyways, okay, so the old one, she's wearing like a sweater, and I don't think it was jeans in the original, but I know how to draw jeans now. And a little scarf. Again, gave her heterochromia. It's what I would have wanted. For the new one, this pose gave me a little bit of trouble. But anyways, for the new one, I gave her like a little jacket, like a little big on top, small on bottom kind of energy, kind of vibe. The bra is because I forgot her tail. Yeah, so, and then her roots, I thought I was being real clever with this. I was thinking, like, okay, what if I gave her, like, dark hair, but then when this, like, transformation thing happened, her hair turned orange, like the fox tail. So, if you couldn't tell, I didn't have a script for that part. So let me share some thoughts I forgot about. The whole 2016 bit at the beginning was because I don't know exactly when I made the original designs, but when I first redrew this in 2021, I estimated that they were 4 to 5 years old, putting them in 2016 to 2017. I chose to assume 2016 because it makes a nice, round 10 years. Jesus Christ. The first redraw I did wasn't a redesign, just drawing them again to see how much I'd improved. Not much. There was a long period of my life where I put, like, no effort into drawing because it looked bad when I did, so it was safer to just stick with the same old, same old. It was kind of too scary to draw real faces and real proportions and to try to draw hands. I still get shivers down my spine. And now, I may not be perfect, but I guess I've realized that it's okay not to be. Like, now I know that I gotta go through the ugly stage to get to the part where stuff looks good. Trust the process, but in a more overarching way. Like, trust that if you keep working at it, you'll improve, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, from what I remember, these characters' stories was that they were, like, normal kids. Until one day they woke up in some strange lab or something with no memory of how they got there. And that's kind of it. I don't think I remembered to mention any of their names, like, at all. So the dragon one's name is Deandra. The cat one's name is Cassie, or Casey. The unicorn one's name is Uneda? I don't know. I think I just made these up. And the fox one is Felissa. I don't think any of them had real personalities, and I think this was just an excuse for me to write body horror angst. Shout out. Since it's kind of a nothing burger of a story, the only idea I have now to add on to it is that maybe Felissa is working with whatever villains the story may have. I think she's kind of like the least chill with the transformation out of the bunch and just wants her regular life back. So I think the villains like promised her some way to undo it if she helps them. I don't think the villains or whatever people did this to them in the first place, or maybe they are and Felissa just doesn't know, but I don't think she'd work with them. I also think the four of them maybe act as a sort of superhero team fighting crime or whatever. I know that I wrote a tiny bit of their story, but I was unfortunately unable to find it. I wrote so many different things in so many different notebooks, and I don't think I've kept all of them. But rest assured, it was peak elementary to middle school writing and no longer than 10 pages before I lost interest and started doing something else. But since I can't find that, that's all for today. See ya.